Because if a kinky night doesn't come with strobe lights, is it really kinky? What invention has done more harm than good? Those plastic containers that are like crimp plastic stitch welded around the entire edge, and it's super thick plastic that will slice your shit open, especially when your new scissors are inside them. I gave my little sister a Christmas present wrapped in about 150 cable ties once. It contained wire cutters. Don't worry, she got a Nest Mini too afterwards. That's fucking savage. For Secret Santa, I wrapped my uncle's gift in multiple layers of cling wrap. Then put it inside a box, more cling wrap, another box, more cling wrap, another box, and then wrapping paper. All for him to get a gag gift. The 24-hour news cycle. At a certain point, reporting facts stopped being the primary goal of such channels. Instead, they report whatever will keep viewers watching. Works okay for a 30 minutes news segment, but with 24 hours that ends up over-sensationalizing every little story. When I was younger, news programs were a requirement as part of the channel's broadcasting license. News was considered a public service and the news division was separate from the rest of the network. Then sometime in the 70s or 80s they were allowed to merge them into their entertainment divisions, and it's been all downhill since. Civic responsibility, the idea that everyone has an obligation to maintain or even improve the functioning of society, used to be more of a thing. It's rare today to find people who think positively about America as a concept. It's been replaced with the idea of punishing one's enemies and purging traitors. Pop-up ads. Think of all the malware and viruses that people have fallen victim to because of pop-up ads, plus they are just annoying. Even the inventor of them apologized for creating them. I got quite a few pop-up ads on that article. I thought you were kidding. Lol, I wouldn't have clicked on the link to begin with, but you made me curious. I know, right? I spent more time avoiding the ads than actually reading the article. Rigged claw machines. Like seriously, fuck you, I just want my Squidward plush. You might as well say claw machines in general. Just give a prize for the plush. 1 out of 7 tries or so, the claw tightens its grip enough to pick up a prize if you angle it right. Rigged. This widely differs per claw machine. Some claw machines are set up so every 3 grips it grabs a prize, whilst others can go for 20 plays and not tighten up. Also adds in that not all machines tighten equally. Some will grab with the strength of Zeus, whilst other will be applying just a tiny bit more pressure, just enough to hold on to something. Slot machines. Once you get a taste of winning some money back, it gets eaten up in no time. You might think you can beat the system, but that's how they suck you in and take you for all you are worth. These things are rigged to pay out when a lot of money has been fed into them, so you have to be extremely lucky to get the big jackpot. One of my friends won on their first time and now she's completely addicted. She's lost thousands of dollars to gambling, but I don't know why people like that still think they're going to get lucky again. If slot machines was profitable to the average person, then they'd be extinct by now. Because addiction works outside of logic. She probably knows outside of the situation that she has a problem, but in the confines of the act of gambling, the chemical reactions that cause addiction take over. Slot machines are designed to cause this, and modern ones have added more and more aspects to up the addiction level significantly. And many will not seek help out of embarrassment and shame, which casinos count on. High fructose corn syrup. If you look at the obesity epidemic worldwide, the invention of HFCS, and Reagan's farm bills which made massive overfarming of corn a thing in the US, all of these things begin at the same point. Cheap HFCS leads to it being used as an easy way to improve flavor, which leads to higher than average caloric content for the same food, which equals fatter humans. Well, they did need something to make food better after they stripped all the fat and nutrients out of our food supply. We had an exchange student from France one year and his first question was, "Why is all of your food so sweet?" I knew a German exchange student in my linguistics major and asked him once what some of the things he found surprising or strange here in the US were. The one I remember most is how hard it was to find a full-fat yogurt. It's actually impossible in most places. It's all low-fat or fat-free, and then we just drill sugar into it. It's absurd. Cigarettes. Those things ruined my life. I don't smoke them anymore and have had to resort to other things. Peer pressure and wanting to fit in is an asshole. Cigarettes are assholes. I stopped smoking like 5 years ago and still think about them almost every day. It is unreal. Nearly 10 years now and I'd smoke 20 right here right now. The only thing that stops me is that revolting mouth, bad breath, poor breathing, manky skin, cost of a packet and the fact that I'd have to go into the loft to find a lighter. Individually packaged foods and snacks. I work at a grocery store and it's abhorrent to me how much crap there is and how well it sells. I mean, Christ, yesterday I stocked Nutella to go packs that are Nutella with pretzel sticks. They're tiny and come in small plastic tubs. Or those large bags of Reese's cups that come individually wrapped, or these ridiculous 10Z bags of freeze-dried fruit that we sell which are absurdly popular, especially for how relatively expensive they are at $3 a bag. I get that plastic itself isn't bad, but this is egregious to me, especially with how much my generation, I'm 34, has had overuse of landfills drilled into our skulls. It's not a good thing in America, but I was blown away with how bad it is in like Japan. They package, repackage, and triple package so many of their little snacks and things. It seems like every good over there makes twice as much plastic waste as anywhere else. Yeah, I've noticed that too. Japan seems to really focus on the aesthetics of their packaging, which leads to even more plastics. I stopped buying Japanese snacks in the US because I was so uncomfortable with how much plastic there is. I try to buy as much food as I can with as little plastic as possible. It really isn't always easy when you live in a rural area. The clapper. Scientists never thought through the true implications. Because if a kinky night doesn't come with strobe lights, is it really kinky? I got one for Christmas once and thought it'd be a convenient way to turn on the light. Anytime there are two noises back to back, it'll turn on or off. 2 steps, 2 chops of an onion, 2 dog barks, and it happened too frequently, which outweighed its convenience. Yep, got rid of mine for the same reasons. Also had a keychain that would beep if you whistle for it. Except my Nana talking would set it off, birds would set it off, the radio would set it off. It would sometimes beep randomly and set itself off. Stupid bloody thing. You know, the like button was invented to show appreciation for the creator. It's a good invention. Use it. I will see you in the next video.